In this video, we will be reading question 10, article 1, in the prima pars of St. Thomas Aquinas' Summa Theologica. So question 10 is on the eternity of God. Article 1 asks whether this is a good definition of eternity, the simultaneously whole and perfect possession of interminable life. Objection 1. It seems that the definition of eternity given by Boethius is not a good one. He states, eternity is the simultaneously whole and perfect possession of interminable life. For the word interminable is a negative one, but negation only belongs to what is defective, and this does not belong to eternity. Therefore, in the definition of eternity, the word interminable ought not to be found. Reply to objection 1. Simple things are usually defined by way of negation, as a point is that which has no parts. Yet this is not to be taken as if the negation belonged to their essence, because our intellect, which first apprehends compound things, cannot attain to the knowledge of simple things except by removing the opposite. Objection 2. Further, eternity signifies a certain kind of duration. But duration regards existence rather than life. Therefore, the word life ought not to come into the definition of eternity, but rather the word existence. Thomas replies, what is truly eternal is not only being, but also living. And life extends to operation, which is not true of being. Now, the protraction of duration seems to belong to operation rather than to being. Hence, time is the numbering of movement. Objection 3. Further, a whole is what has parts, but this is alien to eternity, which is simple. Therefore, it is improperly said to be whole. Thomas's reply to objection 3. Eternity is called whole, not because it has parts, but because it is wanting in nothing. Objection 4. Many days cannot occur together, nor can many times exist all at once. But in eternity, days and times are in the plural. For it is said, his going forth is from the beginning, from the days of eternity. And also it is said, according to the revelation of the mystery hidden from eternity. Therefore, eternity is not omni-simultaneous. Thomas's reply to objection 4. As God, although incorporeal, is named in Scripture metaphorically by corporeal names, so eternity, though simultaneously whole, is called by names implying time and succession. Objection 5. Further, the whole and the perfect are the same thing. Supposing, therefore, that it is whole, it is superfluously described as perfect. Thomas's reply, two things are to be considered in time. Time itself, which is successive, and the now of time, which is imperfect. Hence, the expression simultaneously whole is used to remove the idea of time, and the word perfect is used to exclude the now of time. Last objection, objection 6. Further, duration does not imply possession, but eternity is a kind of duration. Therefore, eternity is not possession. Thomas replies, whatever is possessed is held firmly and quietly. Therefore, to designate the immutability and permanence of eternity, we use the word possession. I answer that, as we attain to the knowledge of simple things by way of compound things, so must we reach to the knowledge of eternity by means of time, which is nothing but the numbering of movement by before and after. For since succession occurs in every movement, and one part comes after another, the fact that we reckon before and after in movement makes us apprehend time, which is nothing else but the measure of before and after in movement. Now, in a thing bereft of movement, which is always the same, there is no before and after. As therefore the idea of time consists in the numbering of before and after in movement, so likewise in the apprehension of the uniformity of what is outside of movement consists the idea of eternity. Further, those things are said to be measured by time which have a beginning and an end in time, because in everything which is moved there is a beginning and there is an end. But as whatever is wholly immutable can have no succession, so it has no beginning and no end. Thus, eternity is known from two sources. First, because what is eternal is interminable, that is, has no beginning nor end, that is, no term either way. Secondly, because eternity has no succession, being simultaneously whole. Because eternity has no succession, being simultaneously whole. Okay. That is Article 1 of Question 10 in St. Thomas Aquinas' Summa Theologica. Of course, we are still on the first part. See you on the next video. Thank you.